Ignore the fact that I'm wearing a jacket that makes me look like a spotted snowball. Hey guys, me Task number 3, and this, I don't even know if I'd call this a rant or a vlog. It's a mix between the two. Anyways, if you haven't kept up to date on Webkinz news and check every few days like I do, then you probably don't know what's going on. So this video is about the Webkinz elections. So I'm just going to go ahead and give my opinions on all of this. Shut up, it's the internet. I can give my opinion if I want to. So for the whole 3 people out there who don't know what this is all about, pretty much Ganz has decided, hey, we're gonna run elections to see what we should do for Webkinz World, and they're having a ton of people run, and no one likes it. No one likes it. Pretty much, you know, it started off with Daisy Doe coming in to Webkinz World, and everyone was, I'm not gonna lie, everyone, including me, was starting to get a little annoyed about her healthy eating attitude. And then she goes ahead to run for mayor. And this is where it ticks everybody off. I have some quotes here from all the candidates, and I'm going to go ahead and read some of them off to you. Okay, so the first candidate is Daisy Doe. She says, with Halloween just around the corner, Webkinz everywhere will soon be back to their unhealthy habits of eating junk food and snacking on sweets. Yeah, it's Halloween. Halloween is about eating candy. Even after Halloween actually is the best time, because you go to the store and all that candy is marked down. Chocolate. She continues, if you elect me for mayor, my first order of business will be set up a healthy food stand permanently in the Kinsville Park in place of Mr. Moo's ice cream cart. I obviously am not for this. I like Mr. Moo's ice cream, and I like Mr. Moo. I obviously like him a lot more than Daisy Doe. Which is kind of ironic because I have a cat named Daisy. Although she was named that 7 years ago. Ganz took my name. And in case anyone didn't pick up my sarcasm, yeah. Okay, now you picked up on it. Continuing, I will also promise to clean up the W shop, removing unhealthy foods and replacing them with healthy alternatives. So pretty much she wants to get rid of all the chocolate and everything, and I specifically am really against that because, first off, recipes. I love making triple hot chocolate in the winter. It's my favorite thing to make, and obviously use a candy bar and stuff like that. I don't remember specifically the recipe, but it'll screw up a lot of the recipes, and I don't like that idea. Plus, candy, man! We're kids, okay? We only have so long to eat junk food until we're old and we can't afford it and we can't have it because we're diabetic or something. Let us have our candy, Daisy. It feels so weird to say Daisy considering I feel like I'm talking to my cat. Anyways, next candidate, which is a personal favorite of mine in Kinsville. I've always liked her. This is Tabby von Meow. She's the runner of the employment agency, and I think she's got some good ideas. She's probably one of the least breaking out of all the candidates, and you'll find out what I mean when we go over all of them. She's definitely better than Daisy Doe by like 100%. So anyways, Tabby von Meow says, nothing speaks to me more than hard work. I believe that with clear goals and a little elbow grease, together we can make Kinsville even better than it already is. So far, nothing I haven't heard before. If elected, I promise to give everyone in Webkinz World a chance to earn more Kinz cash by permanently reducing the time between jobs at the employment office from 8 hours to 4 hours. Payout will be reduced to help our business afford this new work, but in the end, we'll all benefit. I can agree with that. I like where she's coming from with this. Personally, I have always wanted the hours reduced in the employment agency. I'm like, it wouldn't matter if I got less money, but now that I don't get on Webkinz as much as I do, I pretty much want to get on like once or twice a day, sometimes not even that. I kind of just get on there, do a job, and then leave, so it's not affecting me at this point. So I'm kind of iffy on her, but she's definitely better than Daisy Doe. The next candidate is Miss Cowline. I was hoping that she would have a little bit different ideas, but yeah, anyways. She says, I believe that your next mayor should value education so citizens can be empowered to make their own informed decisions. After all, isn't this how democracy should work? First off, thanks for the big words. I have a lot of trouble pronouncing and reading. Thanks. If elected mayor, I promise to continue these types of reforms, starting with a re-education in the number of days required for earning recess, from 15 days down to 10 days. As mayor, I will unfortunately be too busy to keep the Super School Days program running. I am not a fan of her because you don't get anything for recess. You really just get a couple of W Shop items that cost you maybe 70 Kins cash, and you sell those and you get like 30 or something from it. And then you get a packed lunch, which whoop-de-doo, free food. You get that all the time in Webkinz World. Yeah, I mean, you don't really get much, like about maybe even 100 Kins cash and a couple of cheap items that I just go through my dock and it's like, why do I have these things? So I don't think it's a fair trade for Super School Day because I really like Super School Day. But anyways, on to the next candidate. This candidate is Dex Dangerous. He says, I promise to make responsibilities as mayor a close second to my career as a movie star, which of course is my first priority. I mean, come on, who doesn't love a Dex Dangerous movie? Are you kidding me? The egomaniac continues with, if you elect me as mayor, I promise I'll release a Dex Dangerous Mega fan room theme and the W Shop. It'll be so great, so fantastic, we won't need to release any other new themes for the next year. You're welcome. I will also make sure that everyone's favorite arcade game, Dex Dangerous, and the Lunar Lugbots is featured as the game of the day for an entire month. You're welcome again. Get the freaking thing out of here! I think I'm making the decision pretty easy for you. I mean, come on. Kinsville, we're talking about the Dex Dangerous here. Well, you certainly made the decision easy for me to roll off one candidate. I don't like his ideas. I don't like where it's going. I mean, a theme all about him. I never liked this character in the first place, so I don't want a theme all about him. Second off, he's a complete egomaniac. I don't want an egomaniac running Kinsville. I mean, yeah, okay, some people might argue, because I'm so excited for Sonic Boom, that Sonic's an egomaniac in that, but to quote him, he has the incredible awesomeness to back it up. Dex doesn't. Also, I have never liked the arcade game Dex Dangerous and the Lugbots. Yeah, Lugbots. I never have. It's not a very good game in my opinion. It's a rip-off of another game, so. Plus, no new themes for a year. That means no new holiday themes, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd get really sick of seeing his face. I'm definitely not voting for him. I really don't like him. Okay, time for the last candidate. I'm sure once the video gets released or something, they'll have another candidate or something. Anyways, this last candidate is actually one that's not very well known, and I'm surprised that she ran, and I like her idea. This is Calabell Cowline, and she says, throughout this Mayor of Kinsville campaign, I've heard candidates explain their ideas and plans for Kinsville, and to be honest, I haven't been at all impressed. Hey, we have something in common! How many times have you been told to do something by an adult, and even though you disagree, you have to do it? I feel like every candidate is trying to tell us what to do. She certainly knows how to get her hooks into the kids, I'm not gonna lie. I was that one bratty kid that just sat there and screamed. I was a horrible child. She continues, if elected, I promise to allow anyone to buy treetop and underwater rooms for the pets and allow more items to be put anywhere in any room. So I'm assuming that means like you can put treetop items outdoors, which I'm for. I have bird Webkinz, but they didn't come with a tag, and I keep wanting to build a treetop room, so I am pretty much for this idea. Right now, if you don't have an underwater or treetop pet, you can go ahead and buy the room if you're a deluxe member. So I'm for this too because it breaks the deluxe membership, which is something everyone wants. Continuing this, I would also lower the amount of spree rolls from 2 to 1 per day. That would help people spend more time away from the mall instead of being cooped up all day. It was like that originally. I don't have a problem with that because again, I don't sign in every day. So I think it's a pretty good idea actually. I think it's a small price to pay for being able to design more rooms. Because I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of my life on Webkinz. I go on there and spend like 10,000 Kins cash designing a room. Now for my overall opinions of the election. If you guys don't know, I come from a non-political family. We don't vote or anything. So I think it's kind of obvious here, I'm not exactly for the elections. I personally think it's stupid and no one's like it because a lot of people actually, they want Cowline to win and I want Super School Day. So if she wins, I'm going to be mad. And, you know, if people don't get what they want, either way, Ganz is going to make enemies here. I understand they have to do a lot of things to keep fans interested, considering a lot of fans already hate them for getting rid of signatures, and they're not making very good pets at the moment, so they're kind of struggling, so I understand that. And I guess the drama, the little bit of drama, it keeps people more interested, because drama will stick in your mind. It'll be like, oh, I wonder what's going on next. I gotta check Webkinz News. I don't like the idea in the slightest. I think it's a bad idea. I would kind of rather they get rid of the deluxe membership, or they make the island public again, which, by the way, I feel I should mention this. If you go to the W shop and preview Miss Cowline's election sign, you can go ahead and see in the corner there's a sign that looks like it's for Sheldon Turtle. We're gonna take a wild guess. It means Sheldon Turtle is going to run, which I am really hoping he does, because if so, I hope he's like, I'm gonna make the island public for everyone again, and I want that. Open back up the tribal agency. I want the island. I want Treasures of the Crystal Sea. Screw deluxe membership. I want the games. And I'm not willing to pay actual money for that. Just to be clear, Ganz. That's just my thoughts on this. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. But be nice to other people for their opinions, because I know people are going to go on ranting and raving, scream at others, because apparently if you have an opinion that doesn't match somebody else, you're obviously wrong. If you want to read more about the candidates and all this stuff, then keep track on Webkinz News. Don't ask me about that. Just go to gansworld.com/Webkinz News. I'll link it in the description down below. Just scroll through the pages. You'll find what you're looking for eventually. Eventually. I don't know what's going to happen next. It kind of scares me, but then again, they can't screw up Webkinz anymore. They already have screwed it up. So, let's see how this goes. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.